Anyone?
Comments about the video?
Yes. What's your opinion, Robert?
I think that it's happening not in this moment. It takes a lot of years before.
Do you have a more concrete example?
For example, I don't remember the word. Calentamiento global.
Yes. Global warming.
Global warming.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think that's part of this?
I don't hear.
Do you think that's the result of individual healthy?
Yes.
Yeah. How?
How? Because all the activities that we have, for example, on the normal life of us are taking part of this. For example, when we use our car, when we use a lot of, we consume a lot of meat, and we are not responsible of the use of the water. Many of these normal actions in our life are taking part of this.
Yes. When you mentioned the meat thing, why? What does it have to do with global warming?
Because I heard and I have read that all the process to 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 produce the meat affect directly, for example, in the earth and in the I don't know how do you say process of the production process of
Production process.
yes, it takes a lot of water, a lot of electricity, and it results in this.
I totally agree. Anybody else who would like to share? Thank you. Thank you, Robert. What's your opinion about this?
I think that some of the activities that we do currently, we are really used to it, that we don't care about the results, about how it's affecting others. As it is normal for us, we don't care about the other ones. For example, in this case, about the meat industry. As Robert says, some production process, they they take a lot of water, and they don't care about what is going to happen to others that don't have water. And for example, in the case of meat industry,
Yes.
They kill animals. I know that we needed to eat, but sometimes it's, I don't know, I find it really awful, because we don't need like a lot of meat, or like to kill a lot of animals just to eat. I don't know. I think that we have become very
Greedy.
yes. We don't care about animals' feelings. We don't care about people's feelings or other things, because as the activities that we do are really normal, and we are used to see, for example, here in Toluca, pollution, or in other cities, it's like, okay, it's gonna be like that, but we are not seeing that it is affecting us in a way.
Yes.
I think that I'm sorry.
Yes. Go on.
I think that it's because how overpopulated the world is right now. So I think that, well, obviously it has to do with that, but because of that, I think that everything is just mass produced. So they are just like throwing food and trying to gain money from all
Yes.
of us. So I think that's why, because we come to a point when there's so many of us, we don't really care anymore. So they are
Yes.
just producing a lot of stuff to keep us satisfied without obviously having to count how much of us we are.
How many? Yes,
How many of us?
I wanted to share this with you. I found this while you were exposing your ideas. A nation of meat eaters. No? See how it all adds up. That's from June 27, 2012. Just imagine, right? This is what I want you to see. A quarter-pound hamburger. It looks tasty, I know. But yes, I love meat. I have to be honest. It's not that I'm selfish. I just love meat. Here you have a quarter pound. How much is a pound?
Gabo.
No, I don't know.
There it is. That's a pound, right? So a quarter is like 117 or 16 grams, right? You can say grams, or you can say American British. So we got this one over here. That's a quarter pound. That's this one, okay? Now to get that, you need 6.7 pounds of grains and forage. Why do you need that to get this?
So you can feed the cow.
Yes, that's the point. In English you say the feed. Aquí está el feed, significa pienso. ¿Y qué significa pienso? Eso está en español.
Pensar.
No. Pienso es la palabra igual que pensar, pero también es una palabra que se usa para decir alimento para animales de ganado, para el ganado. Ese es el
Wow.
yes. Entonces, en inglés se dice feed y en español es pienso, okay? So this is the feed for to get this 116 grams of meat, and the water for that is 52.8 gallons.
No.
A gallon is almost 4 liters.
4 liters?
52 times 4, that's 100 liters. No, wait. That's
200
liters. Is 10 of these. 10 of these. The ones you have at home, you need 10 to produce this.
No way.
10. And the land, square feet for grazing and growing feed crops. This is for grazing, okay? 74.5 square feet. 1 foot is 30 centimeters, more or less, a little bit more, 30.54, something. So just imagine all the space you need of grass, which is called grazing land. And then fossil fuel energy is for feed production and transport. That's enough to power a typical microwave for 18 minutes. All of this is fossil fuel energy, okay? So you were right. In order to get just a pound of meat, you have to multiply those amounts times 4. And then you get 1 pound of meat. Now imagine 1 kilo of bisteces, which is the same, okay? So that's the way it works. But anyhow, what was the name of the video? Do you remember?
What's the tragedy of the commons?
The what?
What's the tragedy of the commons?
Yes, it's just the tragedy of the commons. Thank you very much. The tragedy of the commons, that's the one. And it's a theory, okay? Now, we're going to page number 34. Please go to page number 34. Ready? Here we are.
Yep.
Part 6, cross-text multiple matching. Quickly read the text for the four texts A to D. Which basic idea do all the writers agree on? Please do that. I'll give you 5 minutes.